Second practice at Silverstone, and with the rookies rested, we had a full complement of F1 challengers on track. After their Spielberg shenanigans, Lando, Norris and Max Verstappen haven't exactly hit the reset button. They spoke the day after their collision and have agreed to continue racing hard, which is great for both neutral and partial fans. The Dutchman was rapid on track in FP2, especially through Maggots and Beckett, taking to the runoff at one point. Norris also went to the margins, his MCL 38's undercarriage sparking over the curbs at Copse.
Yeah, just check the floor again. Fair enough. Understood.
The Briton swung his rear out at Luffield too, as did Ferrari's Charles Leclerc. The Monegasque also went very hot through Maggots and Beckett early on in the session, opting for the safety of the escape road as he approached the hangar straight. He went wide there again halfway through the session, surviving a nasty snap of steering to keep the SF24 on track. Earlier this week, Leclerc lamented Ferrari's inability to challenge at the front, frustrated to see the likes of McLaren and Mercedes fighting with Red Bull. He was best of the Scuderia drivers this time out, P5 for his efforts. Seven-time world champion Lewis Hamilton is by far the most successful driver at Silverstone. He has the most poles, the most podiums, and boasts 8 British Grand Prix victories to his name. He was looking comfortable in second practice, P6 as the flag fell. With the upgraded Mercedes now able to challenge for podiums and wins, the Briton will be hoping to follow his compatriot and Silver Arrow teammate George Russell onto the top step this Sunday. Pierre Gasly, who sat out FP1 in favour of Alpine reserve driver Jack Doohan, went very wide at Copse, the Frenchman bouncing uncomfortably over the curbs. He'll start Sunday's British Grand Prix from the back of the grid after his car received multiple replacement components which exceed his season's allocation. Kevin Magnussen was another driver who missed out on first practice and was clearly making up for lost time. The Dane speedy through Stowe and booting his Haas across the runoff with full commitment. The American team had their best result of the season last time out, both drivers in the points. Their haul of 12 seeing them leapfrog Alpine in the Constructors' Championship. Nico Hülkenberg was best in Austria, and so he was again today, a very decent P4 for his efforts. Many teams on the grid have bases in the UK and can legitimately call this their home race, but only one team is actually based at Silverstone, Aston Martin. Lance Stroll was second quickest in first practice, and he also took the FP2 bragging rights, 2 places and a 10th faster than his veteran Spanish teammate. Fernando Alonso, twice a winner of the British Grand Prix, will look to make amends tomorrow. Once again, there was a papaya tinge to the top of the timing sheets, with Norris best of anyone, with a lap of 1 minute 26.549, more than 3/10 quicker than teammate Oscar Piastri in P2. Sergio Perez was P3 for Red Bull. After a few low and no scoring performances recently, that should buoy the Mexican driver's spirits. Hülkenberg followed, and he was ahead of Leclerc, Hamilton, Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, Stroll and Russell. P11 for Alonso, then came Valtteri Bottas, Alex Albon, then Gasly, Esteban Ocon, Yuki Tsunoda, Logan Sargent, Zhou Guanyu, Daniel Ricciardo and Kevin Magnussen.